this is, I imagine, very much what it is like to camp in the UK. It's grey and it's raining and it's miserable. There was only going to be sort of two parts to the initial video. That was the first sort of service and the brake fluid change, and the second video was the timing belt. But there's been sort of some nice interest really and some comments, so I thought, you know what, let's do a few more videos and show you what we're up to. So the plan with the van, it's a British registered vehicle, and it is going to go back to the UK. The chap who's inherited it is a very nice guy, and he's going to donate it. There's a family in the UK who have a very disabled girl who enjoys travelling and sort of struggles obviously with the international stuff, but they'd really like to do some camping in the UK, and you know, it's an expensive business, as any camper van owner will know. So the idea is that this will be donated to that family. When we drove the van, it's done 10 kilometres now, so we brought it to its new location 2 days ago. Day before yesterday we drove it over here. Some problems came to light. Now the engine is kind of okay because we've done a service and we've changed the timing belt. The brakes work well, 3 of them do. But there are lots of other issues which we will address, and we'll do some videos on those. So one of the big problems we've got is the electrics. They don't work. Forward of the bulkhead seems okay. I have on the instrumentation, the cluster, I've got the fuel gauge works, the temperature gauge works, oil pressure light, charging light, handbrake light, they all work, so that's good. The camper part of it works, the interior lighting, the fridge, the kind of domestic side of stuff, which runs on a separate system. There's another battery down here by the driver's seat. That all works. What doesn't seem to work is kind of the bits controlled from here. No side lights, no dip beam headlights, no main beam headlights, no horn, no indicators, no hazard warning lights, no brake lights, no what's this, cabin air fan, no windscreen wipers. Did I say that? I can't remember. Anyway, none of this stuff works. So we'll do a video on getting all this working, because obviously if it needs to be driven back to the UK, it needs to be of an MOT-able standard, and most importantly, it needs to be safe. So we need to get everything working. The other issues we need to deal with are the rear left drum brake, which I think I did mention in the first video. The drum is still stuck on. We drove it and it drove okay. It was, when we got here, it was kind of lukewarm to the touch. So it's obviously dragging a bit, but nothing, it's not screeching and pouring out smoke and all the rest of it. So, but I need to get that drum off, which may involve drilling out the retaining pins for the shoes and taking out the wheel cylinder and the shoes and the drum all as one assembly. We'll do a video on that. The other problem we've got is the roof light skylight in the bathroom leaks, and I think possibly the one in the main cabin leaks because there's tape around it. We've got some tarpaulin over the roof, so though it's raining now, it's not wet in here. Actually, it's quite nice in here, considering it's sat for so long. The carpet's dry, the fabric upholstery is dry, the woodwork's all dry. None of it shows any sort of signs of staining or damage, so that's great. The interior's in really quite good condition. So we need to look at those leaks. Another problem we've got is with the injection pump. When it's cold, it doesn't respond to the throttle. It does nothing. When it's warm, it drives as it should. So I don't know if that's a problem with the injection pump as itself, or if it's just because we've got 7-year-old diesel. We did put 10 litres of fresh diesel in here, but there was probably 15 or 20 litres of horrible old diesel in there. So I'm hoping that we just drain the tank and put some fresh diesel and flush it all through again, and that'll fix it. So if anyone's got any ideas about that diesel injection pump, let me know, because I don't at the moment. That's to be investigated. So next video I think will be the electrics. We've got stereo here, we've got a CB radio hanging out here, we've got, you'll like this, we've got a fag lighter, 12 volt accessory socket on a couple of bits of mains cable that are just, oh man, look at it, look at that, just twist. Oh dear, please. Not surprised half the stuff doesn't work, isn't it? So we're going to strip all this out and start again, and we're going to get the electrics working. Then we'll move on to the brakes. I don't want to do the brakes today because it's wet and horrible, so we'll stay inside the van, it's nice and warm, and we'll get on with the electrics. Those will be the next videos. Catch you soon. Thanks.